Welcome to this tutorial on grid frequency control. Today we explore automatic generation control, the sophisticated system that keeps our power grid operating at exactly 50 or 60 Hz, 24 hours a day. The power grid must maintain a precise frequency, 50 Hz in Europe and most of the world, 60 Hz in North America. This sinusoidal waveform represents the alternating current that powers our civilization. Your motors, clocks, computers, and medical equipment all depend on this frequency staying rock solid. The fundamental law of frequency control is balance. On one side, generators producing electrical power. On the other, consumers demanding it. When generation perfectly matches demand, frequency remains stable at nominal. This balance must be maintained at every instant, not averaged over time, but right now. But the grid is never perfectly balanced. When a large factory suddenly switches on, demand spikes. With more load than generation, the generators slow down under the extra burden. Frequency drops below nominal. In severe cases, this can cascade into blackouts. The system needs an automatic response. A first line of defense is primary frequency response, the governor. Every large generator has a speed governor that automatically detects frequency deviations. Within seconds, it adjusts the valve controlling steam or fuel flow. More fuel means more torque, more output, and frequency recovery. This happens automatically with no human intervention. Primary response stabilizes frequency but doesn't fully restore it to nominal. That's where area control error comes in. The ACE equation quantifies the exact imbalance. ACE equals the frequency deviation times the frequency bias, plus the deviation in tie line power flows. When ACE is non-zero, the control area is either importing or exporting more power than scheduled. The automatic generation control system is the brain of secondary frequency regulation. Located in the Transmission System Operator's Control Center, AGC continuously monitors grid frequency from sensors across the network. Every 2 to 4 seconds, it recalculates the area control error and determines exactly how much more or less generation is needed to restore balance. Based on the area control error calculation, AGC dispatches regulation signals to participating power plants. These signals tell each generator, ramp up by this many megawatts, or ramp down. The signals arrive every few seconds, continuously nudging generators to close the ACE towards zero. Generators enrolled in AGC are divided into two services: regulation up, where they increase output when frequency is low, and regulation down, where they reduce output when frequency is high. Fast-responding units like gas turbines and pumped hydro are especially valuable for this service. As AGC dispatches its signals and generators respond, frequency gradually returns to nominal. The area control error approaches zero. This entire recovery process, from initial deviation to full restoration, typically completes within minutes. The grid returns to its steady state. Modern grids span multiple control areas connected by high-voltage tie lines. Each area has its own AGC system. Each area is responsible for controlling its own area control error, not relying on neighboring areas. Tie line flows are carefully scheduled and monitored to prevent one area's problems from spreading. Wind turbines and solar panels introduce new challenges. Their output fluctuates with weather, creating faster and larger frequency deviations than traditional loads. Modern AGC systems must respond faster, with greater regulation capacity, and often use energy storage systems to provide sub-second response that conventional generators cannot match. Frequency control operates in 3 layers. Primary, governor response within seconds, fully automatic. Secondary, AGC restoring nominal frequency within minutes, automated. Tertiary, economic dispatch optimizing the generation mix over hours, with human oversight. AGC, together, these layers maintain grid reliability around the clock, tirelessly calculating, dispatching, and correcting every second of every day. Without it, modern civilization as we know it would not be possible.